hoping to, well, better his inspiration, his hero, Andrew Golota, a.k.a. the foul pole, with Kownacki having designs of becoming the first Polish-born heavyweight champion. Charles Martin in the white with gold. Al Martin wants to erase the bitter memory of his first title reign.
And he's coming in here off a 13-month layoff and already facing the pressure of Kownacki. And Kownacki wants to get in Martin's head early, pressure him, and make him fold.
Kownacki feels that Martin is not strong mentally. And honestly, the way the fight's starting, I just feel like Martin, being the bigger guy, should be holding his ground a little bit more.
Yeah.
Kownacki right away getting him on his bicycle.
Martin, the sixth Southpaw titleist in heavyweight history. The first was Michael Moore in 1992, and so far he's had to weather the storm of Adam Kownacki. Kownacki, known for throwing at high volume. Don't let his looks fool you, Al. This guy is like the battery bunny.
77 punches per round he throws. The heavyweight average is 46, and already in this one he's thrown 34 punches.
And when we asked him about, how his body looked in the fighter meetings yesterday, he said, "This ain't no bodybuilding contest."
A minute and a half remaining in the first frame. Kownacki, along with Dillian White, hold the all-time show stats heavyweight record for punches thrown in a round with, get this, 141.
Wow. For a heavyweight, that's insane.
That's insane. Yes, that's crazy.
Well, Martin, looking to work the body, gets countered with a right uppercut by Kownacki.
Charles Martin is trying to land counter punches here, and countering is going to be very important to him. And there he tries a nice left hand.
Left hook to the body by Kownacki.
I just feel like he's even if he wants to fight going backwards, he's got to hold his ground a little bit. Even they're timing some stuff. He's too big to be fighting the way he is. But Kownacki's already in his head, and Kownacki takes advantage.
45 seconds left in the first round. Good start for Adam Kownacki, who is being serenaded by a boisterous contingent of fans. Of course, Paulie, you're a native Brooklynite, a big Polish population in these parts supporting Kownacki.
Yeah, he came up in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, where there used to be a lot of Polish people there, and he makes it.
Immediately, Martin wanting to establish the jab, but of course, Kownacki bringing the pressure.
And they give it a European football, soccer atmosphere with this singing.
Well, you know what Martin has done well? Throw the right hook to the body and the head. That's a punch that maybe as we go on here, if he can get that punch in, it could help him.
Wait! No punches! Come back, come back.
Left hook to the body, right hand by Kownacki. Right cross, clip Martin.
I know Kownacki literally from the first day he walked into Gleason's gym. I was younger and he was younger. I was already a young pro, but this kid walked into Gleason's gym with his baby face, and nobody took him seriously. And he started getting in these sparring sessions, wars all the time, and we just couldn't believe it. He's always such a tough guy, and he's come such a long way. Sometimes I watch him, and I still can't believe he's in this position. But he was always one of the hardest working, one of the toughest kids in the gym, getting in with all the pros.
Kownacki fighting for the fifth time here at Barclays Center, the 29-year-old. Recently knocking out, then once beaten heavyweight Jago Kolatse in Brooklyn back in January. Also holds a victory over fellow Polish fighter Artur Szpilka.
Yeah, that was sort of the coming out party. Just knocked out of Szpilka.
And Kownacki teeing off on Martin upstairs, backing Martin to the ropes with a minute and a half left in the second.
And as you can see what Kownacki does, yeah, it's a physical pressure, but it's also a mental pressure. You can't get him off of you. And a little bit like Sean Porter in that tenacity where he's just going to start to make you doubt yourself. And he seems like he's doing that with Martin.
Mike Barrera, Martin's manager, said Martin's in excellent shape. He's going to need to be.
An amazing pace for heavyweight action here with a minute left in the second.
And that's the thing, the shape is physical, but is your mind in shape as well? Is your mind ready to take that heat? And that's the question whenever you have to fight a Kownacki.
And Martin's heart was questioned in the follow-up from the Anthony Joshua affair. Alan, he survived a shooting after that fight. He underwent a lot of changes in his life and in his professional life. He cleaned house. He has a completely new camp, although Henry Tillman remains the staple.
Yeah, he added Jeff Mayweather to the team to kind of add some new elements, and Mayweather tried to help him with the jab, punching at angles. We'll see how all that plays out. Right now, things not working out as well as they'd like inside the ring.
Of course, Tillman, a gold medalist at the '84 Olympics.
Kownacki even said himself yesterday, I don't believe he has a lot of heart, you know, and I feel like I can get in there. And honestly, something during the stare downs in the introductions, if you get in my face at the weigh-in, which they did yesterday.
Whoa. Heavy leather being thrown here in round 2.
And I'll get on the point at the next round. Bitter about from throwing punches, and I saw Martin just constantly looking down in that stare down. Yesterday they were very verbal at the stare down. Now you have to do the same thing, or mentally I'm going to know I'm in your head.
Round number 3 underway. Kownacki continues to walk down southpaw Charles Martin. Martin trying to keep him at bay with the jab, but not a lot of pop to Martin's shots, although there was a sweeping left and another more intent left hand delivered by Martin.
And that's not to say you have to always get in the guy's face, but I'm saying if it happens at the weigh-in, if it doesn't happen at the weigh-in, sure. But now we're a minute away from throwing punches.
Of course, we're looking forward to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury later this year for the heavyweight title. Anthony Joshua, who defeated Charles Martin for a piece of the heavyweight crown, facing Alexander Povetkin coming up later this month. So a lot of opportunity here, especially Kownacki said if he records an impressive win here tonight, he wants in that conversation.
Yeah, whether he's ready for that remains to be seen, but he certainly will make himself for sure a top 10 heavyweight. A beautiful right hand by Kownacki.
And a series of left hands by the southpaw Martin.
And you know, it's not that Martin isn't punching back and landing some in this round. This has been the best round of the fight for Martin. It's just he continues to give ground and get hits.
And Paulie Kownacki has the more eye-catching shots.
Yeah, and he's got the better punch selection too. You know, Martin is landing a couple of shots, but Kownacki from the outside knows to throw those long-range shots. From the inside, he shortens up the shots. Martin just kind of, you know, he'll land the occasional shot, but Martin has to really start thinking in there. Kownacki's thinking with these shots. He's selecting them in the combinations nicely. See, if you watch Martin, he's just kind of looking like he's just throwing just to throw, you know, and like he's in a fight, so he has to throw punches. While Kownacki looks more like he's trying to select the shots precisely.
But they continue to chuck leather. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Martin now backing Kownacki up along the ropes, trying to capitalize.
And this is what Martin should be doing, using that physicality a little bit. You know, he's the bigger guy. Even if Kownacki outweighed him, Martin is the bigger heavyweight.
Leaning in on Kownacki, attacking the body as we head to the fourth frame here in BK. Well, action-packed heavyweight affair to get us started, but Adam Kownacki continues to dictate the pace on Martin.
It's worth mentioning that in the last round, the margin of punches thrown and landed was less dramatic for Kownacki. So Martin made a little progress in that round.
Yeah, and I also like how he was using it, you know, his bigger size. You know, he was physically pushing Kownacki to the ropes. He needs to start doing that a little bit more. You can't let Kownacki walk him down like that and get comfortable doing that.
A look at, from show stats, the total punches thrown round per round, and you can see a large edge for Kownacki, but Martin is throwing at a pretty good rate for a heavyweight as well. That's why this has been an entertaining scrap.
Couple of left hooks upstairs, a jab by Kownacki.
And that's the thing about Kownacki. You got to keep throwing a lot of punches to keep up with him.
Martin's hurt.
Well, Martin's not keeping up with Kownacki here in the fourth frame. Martin doing the wise thing, trying to hold down and trying to stymie the momentum of Kownacki.
He doesn't know how to make him stop punching.
There is no way to do that.
And it's due to Kownacki's relentless pressure and that punching power. One of the reasons why, or many of the reasons why he has caught on with Polish fans here in the New York area and thus far acquitting himself well against a guy who, again, laid claim for just over 3 months to a piece of the heavyweight crown, Prince Charles Martin.
Martin is landing those straight left hand a little bit more, but it's not stopping Kownacki.
Yeah, because he's going backwards, so he's got no weight on the shot. It's more of an arm punch. Kownacki's right hands, meantime, have forward momentum on them because he's the one coming forward. And Martin doesn't do a very good job of going backwards and planting on his left hand. He just kind of goes backwards and shoots it, so there's not a lot on it.
Surprisingly, the pace abating a bit out. How dare they? How dare these heavyweights?
Yeah, they've only thrown 61 and 44 punches this round.
Under 30 seconds left in the fourth. Martin catching Kownacki with the left uppercut and a sweeping left hand upstairs. And for just the fourth time in Martin's career, he will see round number 5.
The jab, you don't want to always give ground, and he shot another counter left hand there, so maybe Martin's listening to me, I don't know, or he must have got the instructions in the corner.
Round number 5 underway here at the Barclays Center, and Martin trying to work his way inside, keeping Kownacki at bay with the jab, but attacking the body when given the opportunity, but Kownacki lands a sweeping right hand that stops Martin in his tracks. And you can tell that Martin respects Kownacki's power out because he does the veteran thing and tries to hold on.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Kownacki's had defensive issues, and against Kaladze in his last fight, his nose was busted up. He's done a little better job of moving his head and blocking some punches from Martin.
I think Kownacki's offense is his defense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but he's also taking a lot of the confidence from Martin, and as far as Martin wanting to plant and throw hard shots. You know, like Martin's almost going to stay away from me punches, I call those, instead of actually getting respect out of those punches. You know, he's not planting on anything.
Good point, Paulie. You're right, backing up and just pawing the jab up there, and Kownacki leading with the right hand, short left hook upstairs.
Mar, you made a very good point before about the length of fights for Martin. He's not used to going far into fights. And Kownacki, by the way, predicted he would win by knockout within 6 rounds.
That is correct, and here's another stat, Al, coming into this fight. Martin had just boxed 12 rounds since April of 2015.
Yep.
Yeah, one way or the other, Martin's fights always end early.
Yes, exactly.
Martin misses with the right hook and gets tagged with a straight right from Kownacki. Now they get involved in some inside fighting. Under a minute remaining in the 5th. What's impressed you most about Kownacki here in the first?
You know, I was going to say, part of it was the body work, and he just landed a huge body punch. They both had a great exchange there. But the body work of Kownacki has been one of the elements that's impressive.
Kownacki has Martin momentarily on the ropes, Martin coming forward, but as Paulie mentioned, the body language and just the offense itself, it's like Kownacki's trying to finish the fight while Martin's just trying to stay in the fight, it seems. We are through 5 rounds here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, the first of 3 fights tonight. The main event, Shawn Porter against the man standing.
All right. Morrow, back out to you.
Thank you very much, Jim, as round 6 begins in a furious exchange here between Adam Kownacki and Charles Martin. And of course, Danny Garcia fighting for the 7th time here in Barclays, headlined the first event in October 2012, sending Mexico's first 4-division champion and Hall of Famer Eric Morales into retirement. And tonight, looking to reclaim his WBC title against Sean Porter as Martin connects.
Big left hand. You know, 31% of Kownacki's landed punches have been to the body as he throws a big left hook downstairs.
And Martin throwing a couple of good counter left hands, but he hasn't been able to get the respect of Kownacki.
Bring in our unofficial scorer, Steve Farrad. How do you have it after 5?
Mo, shutout. 5 rounds to 0, 50-45 for Kownacki. The bad news for Martin, his jab isn't a factor. His left hand, despite the big knockout record, he hasn't done much with that. He hasn't hurt Kownacki. And also, a fighter like Kownacki is generally more effective the second half of a fight, a pressure fighter. So, a lot of bad news for Charles Martin.
Martin coming off a career-long year and 52-day layoff, just his 3rd fight since the loss to Joshua in April 2016. He's fought, coming into this fight, just 3 rounds since, so trying to work off the rust against a guy who doesn't give him much time to establish any kind of rhythm, Paulie.
And more bad news for Martin, he's never been to this part of the fight, right? I mean, he's never been to the 6th round or 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th rounds, right?
Well, he's been past the 4th. Now for the 4th time as Kownacki unwinding, but Martin exchanging, but then gets tagged. Kownacki working the body, going upstairs. Martin trying to showcase some head movement and defense.
You know, the irony is, I think that Martin is in better shape when he's on the inside against Kownacki. He's able to land some body punches and prevent these big punches from landing.
Yeah, he's less creative than Kownacki, but he's able to get in those good body shots at times.
Yes.
You know, and I think maybe you can slow Kownacki down with them, but he's just not consistent. His problem is also that Kownacki works on the inside as well.
Yeah,
1-2 combination lands for Kownacki. Martin flashes the jab. There's a 1-2 from the southpaw Martin.
Watch Martin. Every time he lands a left hand, he goes backwards. Like, he never even thinks about following it up or anything. You know, like if you have a big knockout record, you have to believe in your power a little bit more than that.
Martin's got some things done in this round. It's been a round where he did some good things, but maybe not enough to win it.
Oh, beautiful right hand by Kownacki. Kownacki putting on the pressure. And a guy who knows how to put on the pressure is in the deepest division in the sport as we go deep into this opening heavyweight encounter, round number 7. Adam Kownacki undefeated in the red and white, and the former heavyweight titleist Prince Charles Martin backing up. He's in the white with gold.
You know, according to show stats, Martin landed the high number of punches he's landed in this fight, 23 in the last round. And I said he got some things done. I don't know if it was enough for him to win the round, but at least for him, he was able to get those shots in.
What are the adjustments, Al, that you would like to see Martin make as we go down, are in the home stretch?
Well, I think it probably made the point. Punch with conviction, then step forward to back Kownacki up. They made the point to us at the fighter meeting that they didn't think Kownacki could fight going backwards, and it's not the way he wants to go, so you have to try and push him there.
Martin too easily gives in to Kownacki's pressure. You know, he'll land the left hand and then take a step back, or he'll land the left hand and step in and smother. He never thinks about following up a good shot, while Kownacki's always looking to follow up.
Just created, though, pretty entertaining fight. I know, you know, Kownacki may well, unofficially anyway, be ahead on the scorecards, but we've seen some good exchanges in this match, and give and take.
See, like right there, he landed a left hand, and he takes a step to the side instead of stepping in and looking to follow it up. And look who's going back with him.
There it is, a lead. Left hand by Martin, another left, a right to the body by Martin. Now Martin digging away at the body, misses with the sweeping right.
And he had a little successful exchange. Why? Because he followed up a little bit there.
Under a minute remaining in the 7th.
By far the best round of the fight for Martin. Two excellent body shots.
Martin captured his piece of the heavyweight title here at Barclays Center in January 2016 when his opponent, Vyacheslav Glaskov, had to retire due to a knee injury. Straight left through the guard by Martin. 7 rounds in the books. Away as Charles Martin takes a deep breath to begin the proceedings, knowing he's going to be in another firefight.
Yeah, and in the last round, it was the first round, according to show stats, in which Martin outlanded Kownacki. So we'll see if he can carry some of that momentum into this round. And by the way, you know, he has been 10 round one time, Martin. So it's not as if he hasn't gone this distance. He can get there. The question is, can he close strongly?
Yeah, I was wrong earlier.
That's all right.
Thanks, Al. But I'll tell you what, man. I thought he won for the first time in the fight. I thought he won a round last round.
Sharp left hand through the guard by Martin. Kownacki has been down once. That came back in 2010, though, against Damian Clement in the opening round. He broke his hand in that round. It required 2 surgeries to fix. Kownacki's had his fair share of trials and tribulations on his way up.
Yeah, a couple of injuries and a bicep injury as well.
Yeah, when he sparred with Vladimir Klitschko.
And here is evidence of how they've fared past 7 rounds. Both men, of course, with wins. Kownacki going longer more often.
While it may not always be the most technically proficient, Al, you alluded to it, a fun opener here in the heavyweight division between Charles Martin and the undefeated Adam Kownacki. Kownacki continues to tag Martin upstairs.
And neither man has been close to 12 rounds in their career, so it will be very interesting to see how these final rounds play out.
Kownacki looking to take advantage of Martin being off balance, Paulie.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes when he backs up, he crosses his feet, but he's doing a decent job still of landing some shots. Kownacki's kind of walking in and throwing less punches now. So the rounds are starting to even out a little bit.
Yeah, and the numbers have gone down. Kownacki now at about 50 in this round.
Yeah, Martin scoring upstairs, and Martin now putting some work in, investing in the body here in round 8.
And Martin seems like he's gaining a little bit of confidence here. It's also good for his mental stability, too, because, you know, he's a guy who seemed like he was losing his own self-belief in the fight.
And a good test for Adam Kownacki on his way up, a guy who, for better or worse, has had a piece of the heavyweight title.
Yeah, of course. These are kind of the crossroads fights that boxing needs sometimes, you know?
I'm not sure Martin isn't winning this round.
Martin has Kownacki on the ropes and continues to deliver shots. Tags him upstairs on the chin with a left hand. Kownacki now, but Martin, good counter shot. Great round for Charles Martin. The penultimate round. We're scheduled for 10 in this heavyweight encounter. Kownacki comes out, trying to walk down Martin. Martin flashing the jab, trying to build off the momentum he carries over from round 8. But Kownacki backing him up. Oh, and Martin loading up with that lead left hand. Nice counter left hook upstairs by Kownacki and a right cross.
I think Kownacki got mad that Martin landed that left hand.
Martin calls himself a boxer puncher, boxer first, wanted to display ring generalship, didn't want to get reckless in these exchanges. Drawn into one now with Adam Kownacki, with Martin on the ropes momentarily. Martin still punching.
This is a pivotal round because for Martin to continue his, momentum and maybe probably would still need a knockdown, I think, in this fight to win the decision, maybe, but that momentum hasn't continued because Kownacki's come out stronger in this round.
Martin does have a knockout win in the 10th round on his resume.
Kownacki made a decision this round to put more work in. I think he sensed, or maybe the corner sensed that he was starting to slow down, and they want Martin to keep gaining that confidence.
Left hook lands for Kownacki. Right hook miss for Martin.
And counter right by Kownacki.
Plenty of leather being thrown here at Barclays Center.
Martin has landed some big power punches like that left uppercut. And following up with his own left, kind of an awkward straight left hand thrown from an odd angle.
But you see right there is what I'm talking about. You see
it on here in our opener, and Kownacki popping Martin's head back like the proverbial Pez dispenser to get things started. Martin has a 10th round knockout. It came back in 2015 versus Rafael Zumbano. He may need one here tonight, but it's Kownacki looking to put the first two letters of his surname in play.
And you know, one thing, people questioning the heart of Charles Martin, don't question it. He's been in a tough fight, came back in this fight, and has fought his heart out.
Great point out, showcasing his resiliency.
And you know what? This is the kind of fight where you also learn about yourself, too. You know, Martin almost seemed like he looked like he wanted to quit early, and then all of a sudden he got that confidence. He dug in.
Kownacki with the right cross, but Martin standing in the pocket. Martin being drawn into this firefight that he wanted to try to avoid, but trying to keep Kownacki away. And he's doing a good job of maintaining composure.
Yeah. Both men tired. A lull, finally.
And Kownacki caught Martin off balance. Left uppercut just glancing off the chin of Kownacki. We are into the final 90 seconds of this heavyweight prize fight.
Well, I thought this was going to be a fun night, and we got a couple other great fights coming up. This one's been fun.
A raucous crowd in favor of Adam Kownacki, but I'm pretty sure that Charles Martin has won over his fair share of support after that ignominious defeat against Anthony Joshua. And Martin now with the left hand, a series of left volley on Kownacki.
Yeah, big shots.
And Martin just firing off, but now Kownacki's turn. Fantastic stuff in the home stretch.
And this was the Kownacki that I grew up watching in the gym. Even though I'm older, I'm talking about growing up because I was young. I was young as well. And this is exactly the things I used to see in the gym with this crazy kid sparring the pros.
The big boys came to throw down in Brooklyn. And Kownacki and Martin lighting the wick. What promises to be a dynamite night of fights. A terrific start to this triple header as Kownacki and Martin go the distance. Martin kisses them again.
Round. Kownacki got off to a very good start in this round. Well, there's Martin landing the straight left hand, but Kownacki pushing him back, ripping the body, working to the head, and Kownacki continued early on in the round as Martin kept trying to land those counter left hands. Kownacki pressuring him, working both the body and head. But then Charles Martin made a statement in the last minute of this round. Not just landing punches, but landing big punches. And it looked like stunning Kownacki. Working again both the body and the head. And I can't emphasize enough how these men diversified their attack. Then Kownacki taking big punches, but refusing to give in.
This was some action, man.
It was indeed. And Kownacki himself would come back right toward the end of the round and make a little bit of a statement for himself. But what a great final round to this fight. And the numbers demonstrated by the number of punches.
Rounds of action. We have a unanimous decision as all three judges are in agreement. All three judges score the bout 96-94. All three in favor of the winner and still undefeated,